What's up? What's poppin'? It's Lyric Nicole. What's up? What's poppin'? It's Lyric Nicole.
Shawty gon' go and get a bag, and she got her own. She make a nigga wanna brag to my partners back home.
Hey y'all, I know I haven't done a video in a long time, but my first one wasn't gonna be a story time, but it's about to be a story time because I don't know, I just need to drop a video and I'm about to drop this mug today. Yes, I'm at work, but I'm on break, so I got 30 minutes to tell this story, okay? Actually, I got a little bit longer if I really want to, because like my break is originally an hour, but shoot, really 3 hours, but that's not what we come here to talk about. Just know that I'm at work. Might be people running in and out the pantry because I'm clearly in the pantry, but this is gonna be my first video, and this, I just want to make a disclaimer. Not my first video in a long time. My first video coming back to YouTube, that's what I should say. Because I got so many ideas of what's about to be my first video, but I'm gonna just do this because once I drop this, all the other videos just gonna come like that afterwards. So anyway, let me give a little disclaimer, then I'm gonna hop right into the story time. Y'all, when you get out of a long-term relationship, do not go back looking for love, okay? If it's not looking for love from God and Jesus, don't go look for it nowhere else, okay? Okay? It's not worth it. And don't mind these 2 pimples on my head. It's from me wearing my bonnet, and clearly I need to wash it. Can we just not? Okay. Yes. So I just wanted to give a little disclaimer. But yeah, like I said, don't just look for love from God and Jesus, and love yourself and heal and do what you gotta do. Look, I know this may go over a lot of people's heads, but girl, just chill out, okay? Just chill out, because it's gonna be okay. It's okay to, you know, give yourself a little time to love yourself, to understand yourself, to gain your worth back. Not saying you were worthless, but to see your real worth and your value from you being a part of a man, apart from a man. I'm sorry. Anyway, y'all, when I talk, some of my words be like messing up. I don't know why, but I do that a lot. It does that a lot, so I don't know, but bear with me. Okay, so let's get right into this story time. So y'all, your girl just got out of a relationship. I'm not gonna say the time span because like it's just I don't know, but okay. So I had just got out of a relationship or whatever, and like, you know, your girl was just like, you know, I've been in a relationship for a long time. I would like to experience other people and feel other people's energy, and like just, you know, get to know other people, like even if it's not on no dating stuff, just like friend wise and all this extra stuff. Because after that relationship, I really didn't want to hop into another one, but like I wanted like some type of connection with somebody, but I didn't want a relationship right off the bat, if that makes sense. So like, okay, so I'm talking to, like, well, communicating, because I don't want to, dang, my hands ashy because I was washing my hands. I just got done doing the dishes, so not too much on me. But yeah, so I was talking to, like, communicating with this one guy, and we're gonna call him Ice, because that's what I called him, because his name has something to do with ice. Kind of reminded me of something that had to do with ice or whatever. So we're gonna call him Ice. So, and I had his name of that in my phone or whatever, saved in my phone. Technically my iPad, but whatever. So we're gonna call him Ice. So where the heck did okay, so me and my sister and my brother, we are at the gas station or whatever, and I'm probably grabbing some sticks or something, or maybe something to drink. I don't know what I was grabbing, I don't know what it was, but I'm in the store. We're grabbing some stuff. We're getting some stuff or whatever. And why do I look orange? I'm so sorry if y'all hear that in the background. This is better lighting, by the way. But yeah, so me and my sister and my brother, we at the gas station. We're going to get something. And it's this dude up in the store or whatever. Well, Ice, he in the store or whatever. I don't know his name by now, of course. But he up in the store or whatever. And we're paying for everything like that. And I was about to pay for the stuff. And he was like, huh, you gonna pay for my stuff too? And I was like, huh? No. I said, if anything, you should be paying for ours. And then my sister said the same thing. She was like, right, if anything, you should be paying for our stuff. And he was like, shoot, because my brother, he tall. He's 15, but he's tall. Like, he taller than me, and I'm 5'7". So, probably like an inch or two. He taller than me, and I'm 5'7". So, like, to be 15, he pretty big. So, he was like, I thought he was about to pay for it for y'all. Like, I thought y'all was with him. We are, but that's our brother. Like, this is our little brother at that. So he like, oh, okay. And then I didn't hear him say this, but he was like, I guess he was like, I'm gonna pay for it or whatever, or I can pay for it, you ain't gotta pay for it. And I didn't hear this because I'm talking to the cashier. Like, I'm in the middle of talking to the cashier, so I didn't hear anything that he said. But my sister and my brother did, and I'm in the middle about to pay. And my brother and my sister, they was like, what you doing? He just said he was about to pay for it. I'm like, right. I was like, what? When you say that? Oh, okay, right. So he was like, right, I'm saying that, you still about to pay for it. I'm like, oh, okay, well, shoot, I guess not. I'm like, oh, my bad, go ahead. So I stop, I take my card out the thing, he redo it, like the cashier redo like the little transaction or whatever, and cancel mine because it declined because I took it out. So he had ended up paying for it and everything, and I was like, oh snap, thank you. We all said thank you when we left out. We walked out. So we walking out or whatever, we walk into the car. He paid for his stuff, but because he only had like 1 or 2 things, so he paid for his stuff when he paid for ours. So we all walking out at the same time or whatever. And then me and my sister and my brother, we walk into the car, and he walk into his car. But as he walk into his car, he like, hey, he's saying something like, hey, can I get your number? Or, hey, you look good. Like, hey, what you doing? He said something. And I'm thinking he's talking to my sister because it looked like he was looking dead at my sister. I promise y'all it looked like he was looking at my sister. And I didn't say nothing. I just get in the car or whatever. And my sister and my brother like, dang, you bogus. I'm like, huh? Like, what you talking about? How am I bogus? What the heck did I do? And then they was like, he just asked for your number and asked like what you was doing, and you just ignore him. I said, for real? Oh, shit. Because I promise y'all I did not hear him. I did not hear it. I swear. Like, no, I heard it, but I thought he was talking to my sister. And then I guess when I got in the car and he said something else, I didn't hear that part. And that's what my sister and my brother told me, like, oh, you bogus because he paid for our stuff and you ignore him. These pimples getting on my nerves. It's whatever. But he was like, but yeah, it was like, you bogus for that. And I'm like, what? I didn't know he was talking to me. I thought he was talking to my sister. Like, y'all, I was in a relationship for so long, I didn't realize when somebody was flirting with me. Like, what? Girl. And it's crazy because that show what my sister said when we got up in the car, she was like, dang, like, you couldn't even tell he was. I'm like, no. Just thought he was being generous. Like, I don't know. But then, so he like, okay. And I step back out the car, and I'm like, oh, my bad, I swear I did not know you was talking to me. No, my brother was like, oh, because it was like, you bogus or whatever. And I was like, how? And then that's when they told me. So then he I was like, oh, tell him come back. Like, my bad, I didn't mean to. I didn't know he was talking to me. I thought he was talking to my sister. And then my brother yelled at the car because I think he was pumping gas. And my brother yelled at the car. He was like, hey, she said, come here. She said, come here. And then so he came around to my side of the car. He was like, what's up? I'm like, what's up? And then he was like, something. Can I get your number? And I'm like, I said, because this is when I had my iCloud, my phone wasn't on. I was like, I ain't got a number right now, but I got an iCloud. Okay, my sister and my brother started gagging. He was like, I don't care. I was like, then I was like, you got an Instagram, you got a Snapchat, you got anything like that? Because it's like, I'd rather be texting you on Instagram or Snapchat than on my iCloud, you know? I only do that with people that I'm close with, really, really close with, and that's in my inner circle. So he like, nah, I ain't got none of that. He was like, you got Facebook? I was like, yeah, I got Facebook. And I told him my Facebook name. Keep that in mind that I told him my Facebook name. Okay. So I told him my Facebook name, and he like, all right. And then I gave him the iCloud to my iPad instead of to my phone because, yeah, now I got the number, so not too much on me, but I had the iCloud. So I gave him my iCloud to my iPad. So then he was like, all right, bet. And then he was like, I'm Ice. I was about to say his real name, but he told me his real name instead of saying I'm Ice. He said I'm Ice, basically. Then I was like, okay, I'm Lyric. Nice to meet you. He was like, nice to meet you, beautiful. Have a good night. I'm like, you too. So he had like, he sent me a text, but the text was blank. Like, I know you like, huh? But like, it was like he sent a text and then edited and then just put a space and then sent it back. I don't know, like, if that make, I don't know. But that's how it happened. That's what happened. So I'm like, I'm not gonna text him on the same night, especially since he texted a blank message. Like, I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. So like, I'm gonna just wait it out or whatever. So I'm waiting, and then like, I want to say a day or two later, he texted me or whatever, and he was like, dang, I've been waiting for a text back or whatever. I was like, I've been waiting, but okay, like, I'm not about to text you first. But I was like, you with a question mark. I was like, if anything, I've been waiting. Like, I gave my number to you. He was like, I did text back. And I was like, yeah, no, he was like, I did text you first. I was like, yeah, you're right, you did, but it was blank. Like, what was I supposed to say to that? Like, I would have sent, if anything, I would have sent a freaking blank message back, but I didn't send anything because what am I supposed to, I didn't know. I'm not about to respond to that. So if he would have said hey or what you doing tonight or something like that, I would have responded, but he didn't. And we were going to a game night that night, so that's why we were going to get what we were getting from the store. Not no liquor or nothing, but just like stuff. So we went to go get some stuff or whatever from the store for the game night. So we did that, and I was waiting for it too, the text message. I had to say that just to see like what he was about. Okay, but anyway, a day or two later, that's when he texts me and I say, if anything, I've been waiting for the message or whatever. So then we start texting back and forth. He was like, when can I see you? And the first thing about me is I'm a lie. Like, I'm not a liar, but I will lie. I would say, oh, you can't see me today because I got a whole bunch of people at my house and there'll be nobody there. Or, oh, I can't do that. Well, this part wasn't really a lie. I'd be like, oh, I can't do that because you can come in. I'd be like, oh, I can't do that because I got homework. Like, that part wasn't a lie because I had homework. I still got homework. Like, I'm a college student, okay? I got homework every day. But I'm like, no, because I got too much homework to do. So, but that was just a whole bunch of excuses. That was my favorite excuse, though. And I show a picture like, you see this? I got all this homework to do. I can't come. I'm sorry. So, that would be my main excuse. So, one day, probably like a week later, I eventually let up. I was like, okay, forget it. I'm a let him come see me. Okay? So, no. I said, we gonna link. Because we were talking about how he was gonna make me a plate of dinner, all this extra stuff. So, I asked my dad. I'm like, hey, Dad, can you take me to my friend's house? And he lived around the corner from us. Well, like around the corner and down the hill. Down the hill and around the corner. There we go. Down the hill and around the corner from us. So he like, yeah, I could take you or whatever. So I'm like, okay. So we going back and forth, like talk about what we gonna do and all this extra stuff. No intercourse. I already look, hey. No. Okay. I already let him know that, like, look, I'm not even on that type of time. Like, if we see each other, what kind of time you on? Like, you just want to chill and talk, or do you want to chill? Because in my Simone voice, no, because what? Absolutely not. So, like, she was telling me he was going to cook me some food. We was going and I hope y'all understood what this meant, because, yeah. But we were going to do that, chill, talk, just get to know each other, basically. So, I'm like, okay, sound cool. So I asked my dad, drop me off. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I was waiting on this man for, don't mind my nails. I will flick y'all off. I just have to show y'all my nails. But yeah, so we finally get there, right, to his house or whatever, and I told him I was there. Y'all, I waited like 20 minutes for him. Me and my dad was waiting outside for him because my dad wasn't just gonna drop me off there and then not wait until, you know, I got inside that person's house. So me and my dad, we just sitting there waiting. I got cute and everything. Well, I didn't really get cute. I just had on like this cute crop top shirt, and then did I have on a crop? Yeah, I had on a white crop top, and then I had on some jeans, and then my black and white dunks with a purse. So I didn't really get cute. I was dressed basic, but like it was cute on me, if that makes sense. So we waited for him in the parking lot of his apartment complex for like 20 minutes straight. So I'm texting him, I'm like, where you at? He like, I had to go cash this check or whatever, but I'm on my way back. And I'm like, okay, I'm waiting. The place where he go cash his check, bro, is like 3 minutes away driving and probably like 20 minutes away walking, like 20-30 minutes away walking, bro. He took a long time. So then I'm like, look, I don't really want my dad up in this heat. So like, cause my dad is a little older, he's 62, like he was really healthy, but like I just don't want him in this heat. If he don't have to be, like, he already didn't want to come out here, like he ain't have no problem with dropping me off, but like when my dad be chilling and stuff, like he don't want to just get up and then like waste his time for no reason. So I'm like, listen, like my dad ready to go back home, so like it's either we gonna see each other now or we can see each other a different time, because you've been asking to see me for a week and you making me wait this long. Like I'm not finna wait this long. I'm sorry. Like you're worth it in life, like as a person, but you're not worth the wait. Like waiting this long. Like I already waited 20 minutes. I used to be very impatient. Like, come on, pick up the pace. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we waited. Then next thing you know, he like, I'm in a white car. I'm like, okay. Me and my dad, we looking for a white car. We seen like 2 or 3 white cars pass. None of them was him. Then I thought it was just one white car that was him, because the dude that was driving looked exactly like him. He was, should I describe him? I'm describing him. He was dark skinned, like a little bit taller than me, with dreads. So I thought that was the same dude that was in the car, because he was dark skinned. Like, y'all, I seen him like for a minute, like 30 seconds to a minute. Like I didn't really analyze his face. Girl, I'm texting him. I'm like, look, we about to go. We can maybe link up another time, because we waited for a long time. Excuse me, y'all. Why I see, okay, rewind. The person that I thought was him, me and my dad honking the horn, like kind of followed him a little bit, and they stopped and he come up to the car. He like, what's up, what's going on? And me and my dad like, oh, we sorry, like we thought you were somebody, like our bad. He was like, I sure see y'all staring at me. I'm thinking like y'all know me or something, or y'all on some like some type of, so you know, I just wanted to know what was going on. He like, yeah, we thought you were somebody else, our bad. So that happened over there, and then like I ended up telling him like, look, we about to go back to the house, because like you taking like a long time. And I was telling him like what car we were in and everything. Like if you don't see, if you see a black SUV, that's me. Like come here so we can walk in your house together, we can walk in your crib together, because he lived with his mom. I wasn't about to knock on the door and walk in there by myself, no, crazy. So he was like, okay. And then he said, I see the SUV or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I don't see the white car. Y'all, I see somebody in a white shirt and some blue jeans with dreads running, and they dreads flopping in the ponytail, in the back ponytail just going like, I'm just like, okay. I'm like, is that him right there? And my dad don't know how he looks, so it's not like I can ask him. I'm like, is that him? My dad like, I don't know. So I'm like, it looked like him. I'm like, but I ain't want to make the same mistake as I just did with the dude in the car. So I'm just looking like, and he ran to the back like of the apartments that he came out of, that I seen him running out of, then I seen him running back. So I'm like, okay. So I said something, I'm like, we just about to go to the house. He was like, okay. I was like, why didn't you just come to the car? No, he was like, I seen the SUV, like, I seen you. I'm like, okay, so why didn't you just come to the car? He was like, I was shy. Okay. And I'm not saying that because I'm saying, oh, dudes can't be shy. If anything, that's really cute. But it's just like, if anything, if they were more like, oh, I ain't shy, and like, and they really were, it's just like, be yourself. If you're shy, it's okay, and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, I get that, but like, if we're here together, at least you could have been like, I see you. You could have waved down. Like, you didn't even necessarily have to come to the car. And if you did, because my dad was gonna want to meet him, like, to see who I was going with and everything like that. So if you wanted to come to the car, if you didn't want to come to the car by yourself, you could have waved me down, been like, I'm right here. I could have walked to you. You could have walked halfway to me. We could have went to the car so you could meet my dad. Then we could have left and went to your house. Like, I don't understand. So me and my dad end up leaving and going back home. I'm like, I'm sorry, Dad, that just wasted your time. Like, I didn't know he was about to do all that. He was like, it's okay. So, because it wasn't the next day, but I also don't want to say it was like 2 days later. I want to say maybe it was like three or four, because I work and I was working a lot. Like, every single time he would be like, okay, well, I could come to your house and come get you tonight. I'm like, nah, because I get off work late and I gotta go do homework and all this extra stuff. He like, oh yeah, I get it, but like, you can bring your homework to my crib and you could do that. No, because when I do my homework, I don't like to be distracted. Like, then when I do get distracted, like, I end up putting my whole homework down and putting it away and engaging with my distraction. Like, no, like, I'm not. Look, I just need to do this homework, get it out the way. You gonna be mad because you're gonna be like, okay, what was your point of coming here if you're not showing me no attention? I'll be like, well, I told you that I had to do my homework. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that education becomes before anything, because are you about to give me that degree? No. Or do you pay for my college tuition? No. So it's like, why would I, you know? So I'm like, nah, because that's gonna be a distraction, and you either gonna be a distraction or I'm not gonna pay enough attention to you, and you're gonna be like, what's the point of, you know, everything I just said to you, I said to him. He was like, nah, like, I just like want to be around you, like, your presence will be just fine for me. Like, and I'm just like, okay, I guess. Like, what you gonna do? You just want me to sit there, do my homework, while you just be walking around just doing whatever you doing? Like, I'm not your girl. Like, I don't know how they could want to be around you like that much. Like, especially if I already told you I'm not giving you no goods. Like, I don't know, but shoot, I get it, because like I said, I was searching for a different presence, a different feeling, a different kind of something different, just something different. So y'all, anyway, three or four days later, I'm getting off work or whatever, and I'm like, you know what, I probably definitely had homework to do, but it wasn't like a lot to where, like, when I came back home I couldn't do it, or the next morning I couldn't do it, or something like that, because I've been needing a whole day for my homework. But he came and got me, like, after work or whatever, and I told him what time he'd come get me. I told him a specific time of what time he could come get me. He didn't come get me until an hour later. After that, I let somebody know, because I ain't gonna say too much, but just know that, yeah, I let somebody know, like, I'm about to go. I think I'm about to go on a date. I honestly didn't know where we were going, because I still thought that we were gonna go to his house. We was just gonna chill at his crib. He told me his brother was with him or whatever, and I'm like, okay, cool, so let me bring my brother, because I don't want to be in a car with two men that I don't even know like that. So I'm like, okay, let me bring my brother. But then my dad was like, nah, you can't bring him because he got school in the morning. Like, it probably was like 11 o'clock at night, 10, 11 o'clock at night. So no, because I got off work at 8, 7:45, 8. And then he ain't come back till an hour later. So then it was like 10 o'clock. So it probably was like 10 o'clock. So, yeah, my dad was like, nah, he can't go. I'm like, Dad, please, I'm about to be the only girl in here by myself. He was like, well, don't go. I'm like, well, they're already on their way now, so it's not like I just can't be like, oh, never mind, like, don't come, turn around, it's okay. So my dad was like, nah, he can't come because he got school in the morning. So I'm like, girl. Stop. You're like, no, you can't come because he got school in the morning. So I'm like, dang, okay. But I go in the car and like, his brother was actually pretty cool. Like, I thought it was gonna be weird and I was gonna feel weird and awkward, like being the only girl and everything like that. But then my dad came up to the car, he introduced himself, and he was like, I just wanted to see like who my baby was going with and everything like that. She was like, he was like, who is the dude that like she talked to or that we going with? And he was in the driver's seat and his brother was in the passenger seat. But it was his brother's car, which I didn't find out later because I thought it was his car the whole time. So then yeah. This is the part where it gets like, what the heck, right? So he got a bottle in his hand. I took one shot because I'm not a drinker. Like, I hate it. Kudos to you if you love it, and you know, do you, but me, I do not like it. So I take a little sip or whatever, and he was like, oh, like, you know, you must not drink that much. I'm like, I don't. Like, what makes you say that? He was like, because the little sip that you took. Yeah, glad you know, glad you peeped that, glad you were aware, because if you would have kept asking me, I would have been like, no, get this bottle out my face. But so he was like, because, you know, shoot, you ain't drinking enough. So I got in the back seat because his brother was in the passenger seat, and I just didn't want to be like hop in the back, and his brother didn't get in the back. Like, we drove to, I believe, the brother's girlfriend's house. He got into a truck with his girlfriend, right? He got into a truck with his girlfriend, so I hop in the front seat, and that's when he asked me to take a shot or whatever. Cause yeah, that's when he asked me to take a shot or whatever. Rewind. When I got up in the car, whatever, and my dad did that, he was like, I got daughters. The brother was like, we're gonna name him Sodium. So Sodium was like, I got daughters and all this extra stuff, like, she gonna be good with us, like, she ain't in no danger, like, we gotta really get her back here at a decent time, we just all about to go chill. And then he had even mentioned his girlfriend. He was like, we about to go get my girlfriend, so she's not gonna be the only girl there. And my dad was like, right, okay, I just wanted to see like who she was going with, and he introduced himself to Ice and Sodium or whatever. So they talking or whatever, they're going back and forth, having a conversation or whatever. So me and Ice were talking. He like, hey, what's up? I'm like, hey, what's up? He like, you look good. I'm like, thank you. I did not say you too because like I would have been lying. Like, he wasn't ugly, but like, he wasn't my type. Like, he just wasn't my type. Like, he was like a maybe like a 6 out of 10. I really want to say a 5 out of 10 because his laugh made it worse. Like, I'm gonna get there though. But I'm gonna say 6 out of 10. So him and my dad were talking or whatever, me and him talking, going back and forth, and he like, you look good. I'm like, thank you. He like, what you been doing? I'm like, no, I just got off work. He like, all right, well, we about to go chill or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, he was like, you cool with that? I'm like, yeah, that's cool. He like, all right, cool. So then I told my dad, I was like, okay, Dad, love you, see you later. Like, I'll be home around this time. He like, okay, cool, I love you too, see you later. He told the dudes bye or whatever. So we pull off. He asked me, he was like, you know how to roll? I'm like, yeah, but like, not for real. He was like, all right. So he had his brother roll up. So his brother's still in the front seat. So we or whatever, and next thing you know, then that's when we end up going to the brother's girlfriend house. We go to the brother's girlfriend house, they hop in the girlfriend truck or whatever, and then I hop in the front seat. He wiggling about or shaking about it like this. He's like, you want some? I'm like, no, I don't want none. And it was PATROM. And I'm like, no, I don't want none. Then I was like, actually, and I took a little go, and I put the top back on, say that. And he was like, you must not drink that much. And I'm like, yeah, what made you say that? He like, cause like, you know, how little you just drunk. I'm like, yeah, I'm not a drinker, I'm more of a than a drinker. And he like, yeah, I could tell. I'm like, yeah, for sure. And we talking or whatever. He was like, so how old are you? And I tell him how old I was. I'm like, how old are you? He told me how old he was. I'm like, oh, okay, you know, not too bad. I was like, honestly, if anything, I thought you were younger than that because you look a little bit younger. He was like, that's crazy because if anything, I thought you was older. I'm like, yeah, a lot of people say that, but and I'm like, nah, I'm only this age or whatever. He like, right, okay. So we just talking, having a conversation, and he like, you still gonna do my hair? I'm like, yeah, I can do it. He was like, you see, I took it down for you, like kind of like that. And like, but driving, like he looking at the road, like still I'm looking at him, like, why are we talking or whatever? He like, you see, I took it down for you. I'm like, yeah, I see. I'm like, what you want done to it? He like, I don't know, just probably like some twist, like some like twisting it up or something, or just. Okay, so as y'all can see, I'm in a whole totally different setting. I hope this lighting is Okay. There we go. I hope this lighting is okay. But y'all, we're in a whole totally different setting, and I'm finishing up the story. But while I'm finishing up, I'm gonna be eating too. So, as I was saying, like, yeah, we were talking about his hair. And I was asking him like, okay, so how you want me to do it? You want me to do like twisties? Would you want me to do like the 2-strand things, or like how would you want me to do it? I was letting him know like I only know how to do so much. Like, you're gonna be the first person dreads that I ever do, not hair, but dreads. And you know, he was just like, yeah, probably like some 2 strands or something, so like my hair could be curly afterwards. I'm like, okay, cool. So we're just having our little conversation, everything like that. Then his friends, they hop up in the back seat, they talking or whatever, and they doing their thing, y'all. So then next thing you know, his mom called him. Like, we all up in there talking first. We all talking. We all just talking, chilling. Next thing you know, his mom called him. And I don't know what was said over the phone, but he like, all right, man, all right, okay, all right. So I'm like, okay. He's like, I don't know what's going on, but he like, man. And he told me like a story, which I'm not going to tell because that's his own personal business, you know. But he told me like a story or whatever, like where I could understand why he didn't want to do it for his mom, but like he still did it anyway. And I was like, I know that's right. But he was like, man, my mom talking about, can I come get her can I buy her a bottle? Man, like, I don't know why she keep wanting me to buy her everything and all this extra stuff. Like, I just got back in town. She ain't even did nothing for me, but she let me stay at her crib, and like, that's cool and I'm grateful, but like, she don't do nothing for me, like, da 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 da. And I'm just like, dang, like, you know, I'm just like, dang, you know. And then I was like, so are you still about to go get it? He like, man, yeah, I'm gonna still go get it though. So we go to the liquor store, or the L store. Sorry, I don't know if I can say that on here. But we go to the store, and he go grab her whatever she wanted or whatever. He go grab it. So we drive back to his house. He go give it to her, everything. He took like 5 minutes in there. Probably 10. Like, it was just, no, it was a long time. It was a long time. He probably was up in there talking to her. When he came back out, he was so mad. He was just mad. He was like, we just got into an argument and all this extra stuff, and I forgot what the argument was for, but he was like, we just got into an argument and all this extra stuff. Like, man, she be tripping, man. Like, da da da. So I'm like, you cool, calm down. Like, we still gonna have a good time and everything like that. He like, right. So we're just still talking or whatever. We still talking. So we go to another store. Y'all, we went to another store. He went to go get everything and like everything for the hotel, which I did not know we were going to a hotel until him and his friend was like, so what room you trying to get? Or I've been looking at rooms and this room was booked that you wanted, so like, where you trying to go? What you trying to do? So I looked at him and I kind of like jerked my head back a little bit, like, we get in a room? It was like, yeah, it's gonna be all of us there, like, we all just gonna be chilling. I'm like, all right, okay, like, cool. Like, that made me feel a little bit better, because it's just like, I know that I'm not about to be in a hotel room with him by myself. Like, I don't know. It was gonna be me, him, his friend, and his friend girlfriend. She was cool. Like, we were talking everything, we were communicating. I'm like, hey girl, like, you cute, girl. She like, you cute too, girl. Like, hey. Yeah, so we were just talking and everything like that. So I'm like, we get in a room? He like, yeah, we've been trying to book a room. We're trying to book a room all day. I'm like, dang, it's that much to book a room. You could just go in there and pay for it right then and there. So I don't understand why it's so much. And he like, yeah, we're gonna get a room. That's why I'm getting these snacks. And he was like, you drink? I'm like, not really, because I've never ever been a drinker. Like, there's times where, you know, I've been white girl wasted, but I'm just, no, I just can't. It's just not for me personally, you know. And especially with my spiritual journey going on with God. Like, girl, you think you want me drunk? But this was back, like, I might edit this out, but I'm just not a heavy drinker. So he was like, okay, that's cool. And I told him, I said, I probably like sip a little bit or whatever, but like, I won't be like drunk or like off my rocker or nothing like that. And he like, right, yeah, that's cool. Like, you know, you ain't gotta, you know, that's cool. He was like, but you smoke though, right? And I'm like, yeah, like, I'm a smoker. Like, I probably hit 4 months back to back back then. I probably hit 4 months back to back, you know. So he's like, right, okay, cool. So, oh, they got that little baby out in the cold weather. Dang. I feel bad. Anyway. So, he like, yeah, we've been trying to be going all day or whatever. So, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, what about, like, this specific hotel? He like, we tried that. I'm like, okay, what about this one? He like, oh, yeah, like, let's try that one. Because he's from here. But he went to St. Louis and he was living in Missouri for a long time, and then he came back here. So it was a lot that he forgot about, or a lot he didn't remember. So, yeah, so I'm asking him, like, what about this one? He like, all right, cool, like, we're gonna book that one or whatever. So we at the store, he went to go get some snacks. He even bought me something to drink. I'm like, oh, thank you, you know. So, y'all, we went back, after going to the store, we went back to his brother's girlfriend's house to go get their car, after we just dropped their car off to get her, for her to get in the car. So I was like, okay, this is confusing. But then, like, once he like actually like told me what was going on, it was like, okay, I would see why they would want, you know, their own car and stuff like that, you know, just in case. So we went back to go get that car. Then he forgot his charger, and his phone was dead, and his brother didn't have his charger. No, he did have his charger, but his charger was broke. Like, he kept having to like wrap it around his phone and do all the extra stuff, and he was trying to play music, and the phone kept dying, right? So when the phone was dying and everything, he was like, man, like, forget it, I'm just about to go get my charger. And him and his brother was going back and forth. He was like, bro, we could just go get a charger from Walmart, bro. Like, let's just go get you a charger, buy you a charger from Walmart. Like, we got to go all the way back to your house just for you to go get a charger, and just for us to come all the way back out here. I'm thinking in my head, like, right, like, you just was over there, like, why you didn't get the charger then? But him and his mom was arguing, so I understood. Like, he probably wasn't thinking about no charger in the middle of arguing with his mom, you know. So he like, bro, why you ain't get it when you were just out there? He said, nigga, I told you. He was like, nigga, I just told you that me and my mom was up in there arguing. Like, what the fuck makes you think I was thinking about a dang charger, nigga? And I'm just like, oh, yeah, that's true. And it's crazy because I thought about it before he said it. And he was like, and then his brother was like, all right, bro, but you just tripping, man. You tripping, man. Like, I'm trying to get to this hotel. Da, 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 da. So, he was like, I'm trying to get to this hotel and get lit and all this extra stuff. Like, so we could have a good time. Like, dude, we just been running around for the last hour. Yes, for the last hour, we was running around, running back and forth to this place, to this place, to this place. And he was like, all right, bro. He was like, well, I'm gonna go get my charger right quick. Then we can go to the room. And I'm like, okay. So we driving all the way back, probably like 15 minutes away, all the way back to his house. We drove to his house and stuff like that. But rewind, because they were talking, and because this is my main part, they were talking and stuff, and his brother was like, man, you already know what me and my girl gonna do. He was like, look, I know y'all just met, and I know you probably ain't trying to give my brother no play, but me and my girl, yeah. And I'm just in his, yeah, he started laughing. I started laughing, y'all. And y'all, when I told y'all, I was so turned off. I know you like by a laugh. Okay, so right here, I just want to say, like, not that I like wanted to be with him or was thinking about a relationship or anything like that with him, but it was just like, you know, he cool and everything, but like, I could not listen to that laugh. Like, I just couldn't. Like, it just was not a good laugh. Like, if y'all heard it too, or I had a video or something, y'all would see what I mean. I promise. But it was just like, no, I could not hear this for the whole car ride. And if I was to get high or something like that back then, and he would laugh like that, I would have got so blue, and I would have told him like to stop laughing. Or for real. I know them are two different noises, but like, it was a weird laugh, a bird and a dolphin mixed together or something. I don't know. Like, it was just so weird. Like, it was so awkward, and I'm just sitting in the front seat like. And then we laughed for a long time, and it was hysterically loud. Like, it was like he was overdoing his laugh, and every single time his brother said something, he laughed. But like, the laugh just turned me off. It was just all the way off. Now let's fast forward to back to where we were. So he went up in there. He went to go get his charger or whatever. Y'all, he was in there for another 20 minutes to go get a charger. He was in there for 20 minutes. And I'm just like, bro, like, what is he doing? So I texted him because, like, around this time, it's probably, like, 12 at night now. Like, 11, 12 at night. Or 11 going on 12. And I texted him. I said, I'm getting tired and I want to go home. We haven't been doing nothing but running around. Like, we haven't even really had time to, like, hang out. We just been driving around and stuff like that. And, y'all, I had just got off work. I was sleepy. Like, I don't know. Like, I was tired. I had homework to do. I just wanted to go home and just chill. Like, I linked with him because, like, he was asking for a week, you know? So it was just like, let's see each other, you know? So I just texted him that while he was in there. And he was like, he texted me back. He said, you want to go home? I'm like, yeah, kind of what I said in the message. He said, all right. Y'all, when I tell y'all it was like less than 30 seconds, he came back outside. He asked me again. He said, you want to go home? I said, yeah, because, like, we aren't doing anything. And then he said, all right. Like, I couldn't even finish. Like, that's how I knew he was feeling some type of way. And then he gonna say, I even bought you a juice and all. Okay, thanks. Like, okay. And then his brother was in the background talking about, you want to go home? You want to go home? You about to leave, bro? You about to leave, bro? You want to go home for real? You want to go home? Dang, why you want to go home? You want to go home? Why you want to go home? I'm like, I just told him, like, we haven't been doing nothing. We just been running around all night. And he was like, see, bro, I told you, bro, you should just went to Walmart, go get you a charger, bro. You over there trying to be extra, bro. See, now she want to leave, bro. And he was like, and then he was like, you sure you don't want to stay? He said, we about to go to the hotel. We about to have so much fun. You sure you don't want to stay? I'm like, nah, I think I just want to go home. Like, I was like, I'm sleepy. I had just got off work. I think I'm okay. I just want to go home. I said, we've been driving for an hour. I just want to go home. He was like, dang, bro. He was like, see? He was like, see, bro? See, bro? Because he in the back seat. He's tapping him. He's like, see, bro? See, bro? You done missed your day. You missed your day, bro. Because you out here grabbing a charger. Then you're going to take 20 minutes. And now she want to go home. And all this extra stuff. And I'm like, I'm sorry if I'm making you feel bad or something like that. Like, I ain't trying to make you feel bad. I said, we could link another time. He was like, no, it's okay. He put his hand on my leg. He was like, no, you good? And kind of was like rubbing it. Like, he was like, no, you good? He was like, no, you good? I get it. Like, no, you good? You good? And I was like, you sure? He was like, yeah. Like, yeah. And like, that's exactly how he was saying. Like, yeah. No, like, you good? Yeah. So I'm like, okay. So he taking me home or whatever. I give him my hug. I say goodbyes and all this extra stuff. So he texted me the same night. He was like, dang, I'm kind of upset you went home. I'm like, I asked, was you good? You said, yeah. But he was like, I'm kind of upset you went home. He was like, why you go home again? I said, because it was taking forever. Like, when he came in, okay, I got off work at 8 something. Took a shower, did what I had to do. He came and then I kept asking him over and over again, like, when you coming? Like, he didn't come. I got off at 8, got in the shower, probably got out at like 9:45 or something like that. And then texting him like, hey, I'm ready. He didn't come until like 10:45. And then we were driving all around until like 11:45, 12 o'clock, because when I got home it was like 12:15, you know. So it was just like, what are we doing? Like, we were just driving back and forth. The tiredness was consuming me and so much more. It was just too much, and I'm just like, this is just too much. So then, like, a few days later, we ain't say nothing or nothing like that. Like, we had that little conversation like at the end when I left or whatever, and I told him again, like, we can link again another time or whatever. So he like, okay, cool, like, we will. I'm like, all right. So then, like, a few days later, he texted me. He was like, you got a Facebook? So I said, remember this. He was like, you got a Facebook? I was like, yeah. He was like, is your name? He said some weird name. I want to say he said Penelope, because that's the thing that's coming through my head. Like, I wish I had my iPad right. Yeah, I want to say something, like, he said something like Penelope or something like that, but, And I was like, huh? No. He was like, what's your Facebook name? And I was like, I thought I told you already, but I screenshotted it to him and I sent it to him. He was like, oh, okay. And then he sent me a friend request and everything like that. And then, y'all, After that, we talked a little bit longer, and we didn't talk again after that. Because like he kept asking like to come over and all this extra stuff, and I'm like, look, I don't want you to come over here. Like, we barely even got, you know, any time to actually get to know each other. Like, I don't want you coming to my house. Like, I don't know, like, I could come to yours, but I need to get to know you. Like, I know who you are. Like, my dad met you, I met you, and my brother and my sister, they already know who you are because they seen you at the store and they met you at the store. But it's just like, I don't know, like, I'm the type of person, like, when I got company, I want to be in my room and be able to be comfortable in my room without feeling like they think we're going to do something or something. Like, then another thing about it is, like, when I got company, I don't like to just only be in my room. Like, I want to go to my brother's room and chill with my brother. I want to go in my dad's room and bother my dad. Like, you know, so it's just like, and then when I got girl company, like, they gonna go with me and bother my brother with me, or they gonna go with me and bother my dad with me. Like, I just know he was gonna be like, you move around too much. Like, I'm just sitting in your room just chilling. Like, I don't know if he would have cared or what, but I don't know, y'all. It was, I don't know, it was just crazy. But I got more stories to come. Got a little bit more crazier than this. I just wanted to say this one and to say, be friends with people. Don't date after you get out of a relationship. Just be friends. Don't expect like a relationship out of everybody and everything like that. Don't expect a friendship out of every dude, because not every dude just want a civil friendship, a cooler friendship. Sometimes they just want to and be like, bye, I did what I had to do. I did what I wanted to do. So just be careful. Make sure y'all love yourselves. Love God and Jesus, of course. Love yourselves. Know y'all worth. Know y'all value. And, you know, just keep being you. Always be yourself. Never change for nobody. Don't ever change for anybody. No one at all. Like, keep doing your thing. Everything like that. I really want to post something. So I'm going to post this. I really hope y'all like it. Comment whatever you need to comment. Don't be afraid to comment. Subscribe, because it'd be more stories, more knowledge about God. I'm just telling these stories because I want to get them off my chest, and some of them are really hilarious, like, you know. And I want to do challenges and girl stuff. Like, y'all just stay tuned. I promise y'all it's only going to get better from here. I just want to drop something so I can have that confidence and be like, okay, now these videos about to start dropping like flies. Okay, so thanks y'all. I love y'all. See y'all later, and comment and subscribe.
Hey, what she look like, bro? Shawty press, shawty press, shawty. Hey, what she look like, bro? Shawty press, shawty press, shawty. Hey, what she look like, bro? Shawty press, shawty press, shawty. Hey, what she look like, bro? Shawty press, shawty press, shawty.